a small, flat, rocky island northwest of Cape Town. The ocean around it is icy cold, and there is a dangerously strong current. Nobody has ever escaped from there. Mandela and other leaders such as Sisulu are being kept isolated so they cannot influence their fellow prisoners. They work in a limestone quarry or pick up seaweed from the cold ocean. We asked Indrish Naidu, who himself had been imprisoned at Robben Island for 10 years for blowing up one signpost and a shed with railway tools, what Robben Island was like.
What were conditions like on Robben Island?
They were dreadful. Various forms of atrocities were committed by the warders. Atrocities like that make a hole in the ground and bury a prisoner up to his neck, leaving him the whole day like this. Sometime in the course of the day, the warder would come along and say, "Do you want water?" and then urinate into the mouth of the prisoner. Other forms of torture was to hang a prisoner, handcuff him, and suspend him from the ceiling with his toes barely touching the ground. The authorities, whenever there was a development in the country, they used us as hostages. And in this way, we knew that something or the other was taking place in South Africa.
I have a question. Could you tell us something about the physical and mental conditions of ANC leaders like Mandela and Sisulu that have been serving life terms in Robben Island?
Yes, I'd like to quote Comrade Nelson Mandela here. In 1973, an Australian journalist by the name of McNichol visited Robben Island. And amongst the questions he posed to him was one: "Mr. Mandela, you've been in jail for 12 years now. You believed in an armed struggle. You believed you can only overthrow the state by means of violence. What is your opinion today?" Comrade Mandela replied, "If anything, I am more convinced today of the correctness of my policy than 12 years ago."